Well, it's Friday, July 12th. Time to plan for the weekend car shows. I have a choice of 13 in the Portland area. That's a lot to choose from. Going to be tough. One of the first that's got my attention is Wheels and Wine, put on by Les Schwab, and all the ones I've been to that Les Schwab has sponsored have been pretty good. Plus, there's some nice places to stop for breakfast on the way out there. That might be an incentive. Why the wine there, I don't know. Another choice could be to go down to Tualatin first and see their car show, then head out to Scapoose. That would be an option. Then there's a show out in Beaverton that could be either on the way to Scapoose or on the way back. That's a decision to be made. And then there's one right in southeast downtown. Could be on the way coming or going, 9 a.m. to 3, either way. Never been to that one. Hard to say what's going to happen there. Then over in Vancouver at the Red Lion Inn on the quay, there's one called Mod Rod Bar Show 2 to 8. That means it's going to be running late. And it's pre-1972 Mod Rod. But should be plenty of time to go over there and see what's happening there. There's another one that's running late. The Wooden Chicken. 30th anniversary. Well, that can't be the 30th anniversary of cars. It's the 30th anniversary of the Wooden Chicken. But it's run 4 to 9th, and that's out there in 125th. That's a ways out on Sandy. Be plenty of time to make it to that one too. Well, we drove all the way down to Wilsonville, or Tualatin, I guess it is, and had a nice breakfast, and then we found this car show. We had to really look to find it. The reason being that there was like 10 cars there. So that was a 30-mile, I don't know if it's 30 mile, but a round trip. Well, we got a good breakfast out of it. So we're on our way to Scapoose and hope that we don't get shortchanged there again. Well, we're navigating our way to Scapoose.
Next time, he says there'll be no next time. You can't see the judge right now.
Well, we made it to the Scapoose area, and it's a little bit more than just a car show. Looks like a pretty big event. Yeah, looks like a pretty fair presentation. Now, if I could have a truck, that's what I'd like. Well, it's a combination of a driver plus a hot rod. Pretty nice looking, 32. Well, it's hard to say.
Look at the front bumper of it. See how it's curved?
No, that's standard, but it's been lowered. So it's a 33, 34, 3 window.
Why would you lower?
Actually, lowering the car was just sort of a
Bad.
racy thing back in the 50s.
Look at this one. Look at the bed.
And
They even lined the.
if it was a Ford, they called that a Dago
Oh,
axle.
that was, okay.
A little bit of shine on that engine. Wow.
They built this one. Look at. They built it in their backyard shop.
I like the chrome work on this one.
Too. The Studebaker.
That's a nice looking Studebaker.
It's a beautiful Studebaker.
What year?
Well, it says it was a Volkswagen Vintage 1972. It says
Well,
it's assembled in 1980, so it's obviously a kit type car.
It's a kit car. I had the same thing.
Really?
Really a slug.
Oh, really?
I traded. That's what I traded the guy up in the high desert. I traded him that and the 29 Ford. I like that engine exhaust system.
What is it?
Something you don't see very often. I had one of those.
I like this one right next door.
The T-Bird. Oh, okay. I'll take the one. I'll take the little red one next to it.
Little van. What are those called?
What?
Bumble seats? Or
Rumble seat.
seats.
But this is a cabriolet, not to be confused with a roadster. It's got wind-up windows. Well, that.
The other one down there with the rumble seat had been lowered.
What is it? A Plymouth? Let's go look and see. A Deluxe. 40 Deluxe. That's pretty typical, but that looks pretty much like the one I drove. That might be a good guess. It goes up and down.
Well,
all right.
Well, anybody that's done that kind of crap to it.
That's a nice looking truck, isn't it?
It's a different looking truck, that's for sure.
Well, it's got a roll cage in it.
Yeah, it's a racing truck.
Now that's been lowered. 37.5 Windle Coupe. That is a 48, and I had a 49. The little bit of difference, I had 3 chrome holes in the front fenders. I suppose that's to make it go faster. It's a truck from the Columbia County Livestock Auction. Yeah, but look at this high boy. This is,
I like that one too, but I'd take
yeah. I better brush up on my Ford Vintage. That's a 28. Interesting. It's called a 32, but then that same grill Ford used through 34, I think. Jack Daniels, old number 7. Yeah, a monster truck. You'd have to have an elevator, a couple of boxes.
You have to push the button and lower it.
That doesn't work that way on that.
Doesn't it? Okay.
No. I think that qualifies to be called a rat rod.
Rat rod, yeah, because it's all put together with pieces of other stuff.
Look at the nice wheels on that Chevy, though. Yeah, there's always spectators looking. Nice looking 32. Hi boy. These cars were all barn finds. Luckily. A Woody. Now here's a 33, 34 Roadster. You can see the difference between that and the Cabriolet. No windows in this. It is a 33, and when we say no windows, meant to say no side windows, no roll-up windows.
We tried putting our old couch in there.
Another rat rod.
Little lawn seat. There's Willard's rat.
How much?
$29.5.
That's right in the ballpark, I would say, from what I've seen. Well, we made it to the little car show here in Beaverton, where it's just in a parking lot, but take a look at the engine in this Corvette. I mean, is this car going to go or not go? Wow, that is something else. Well, you never know. Let's say this probably wasn't going to be too big of a show. It looked pretty big. Yeah, the put on by France bread, which is our favorite bread. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of walking to go on here. Only $45,000. It's for sale. Cost more than that to build it. It's really dolled up nice, so definitely yellow.
I have the bottom. You're going to blow the engine up, or you aren't going to keep up the traffic.
Okay, I give up. I'm going to say Studebaker. There is a Concourse Corvette. Okay, tell us what this is. It's made to look like a 37 Woody. It's a 3/4 scale. Just says it's a replica.
So did you look at this car?
Yeah,
Have you seen it before?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah, that's been lowered. I'd never guessed, but it says a 52 Plymouth. That is customized. A T bucket. A rat rod with some kind of engine in it. I'm going to guess it's a 6-cylinder.
Classic one.
Well, we're not exactly at the Concours d'Elegance, but some nice looking cars. Yep. That'll be at the Concours for sure. Another high boy, a real pretty one. Yeah, we're on Truck Row. How about this one?
I like that one. I don't think I like the color, but I like the color.
Oh, I thought that's what you'd like. Is that one red enough?
That's red enough. Yep.
And look at the little three window coupe right next to it.
I know.
Since the front window is called a windshield,
Oh, that was a
the other 3 windows account for it being called a 3-window coupe. That's a 34. All right.
They crossed it out. 26.
Huh?
26. 34.
No. How about a 40? Go look and see. Yeah, it's a 1940, but you don't know until you see the grill. Well, I don't know if I can stand the colors here. Wow. 37 Chevy. Gorgeous.
Yeah, you never know, right?
This is red, isn't it? It wasn't my computer screen.
39 Chevy.
They
Gorgeous.
unloaded off the truck. Wait for me, I go.
31. Gorgeous. Yeah.
Cover in the back.
So you must have really hunted for that then.
Yeah, that's what I needed was a little shade.
Yeah.
I've seen
Yes.
That's the old Pope-mobile. And the interesting thing about the Pope here is that it was present owner's great-grandfather that bought it new. He has all of the paperwork. And he drives it to these shows. So it's an unusual one. And we see the popularity of trucks. A lot of them here today in nice shape. A 36 Packard. Rare. Real driver.
White trim and so forth. You said it wasn't a very good driver.
Well, any of these older cars, I think. And there's a little rat rod with dualies. Wow.
Okay.
Well, ready to call it a show and go. Well, back to the barn, drop off my chauffeur, and then head out for a couple more shows if I can get there in time. Well, here's a list of the car shows that we could have gone to today. 12 of them in all. That's just in the greater Portland area, and that's just too many car shows in one day. So we picked our first one to go to Tualatin, mainly because we know of a good restaurant for breakfast in that area. And we got down there, and the parking lot was filled with about 10 cars. So we just turn around, come the same trip back, and then out to Scapoose, which is 25 miles to the west of Portland, and that was a good car show. And then on the way home we stopped at one in Beaverton. That was a very good show. And we tried to go to the Johnny Law car show. There was nothing there, dead, gone. And then decided to go to the evening show at TikiCon. It was supposed to be, as the flyer shows, until 8 p.m., food, drinks, DJ. Got there at 6, nothing going on. Talked to somebody, said, oh, the car show was over at 4. Well, that's ironic, but Sunday, there's one car show, and that's 75 miles away. Isn't that the way things work? Weird.